Hey guys, it's Brian. We're back here with the Frostbite JL, and today we're going to take a look at the new tires on the Jeep. Alright, so let's take a look at what we had. So what we had on the Jeep was a 35-inch by a 1250 R17. This is going to be the Nitto Ridge Grappler. It's kind of an all-terrain hybrid tire. It was doing pretty good, but we wanted something a little more. So let's go ahead and look at what we got. So this bad boy is going to be a 37-inch 1250 R17. It's the BFG KM3. It's their brand new mud tire. It's pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Alright guys, let's go ahead and we'll take a look at the new KM3. They did improve this quite a bit from the KM2. They made the sidewall 27% stronger. It's got 8% better rock traction and 5% better mud traction. It's also quieter because they did go ahead and adjust the tread pattern. They made the lugs a little closer together, so it is a little quieter on the road. So let's go ahead and compare this tread pattern to the Ridge Grappler. This is going to be the new KM3's tread pattern. Like I said, they did make it a little tighter, so you do get a little better on-road noise. This is also going to be a load D, where the Nitto, it was a load E range. So this one is a little bit squishier sidewall. It does feel a little bit more comfortable on the road. And then we did gain the height of the 37. If you go ahead and look, this is going to be the 35 unmounted. Remember, this 37 is mounted, so it's going to be about an inch lower than off the vehicle. So we did gain some height. One thing I did notice on this though is their lug pattern is a little narrower than the Nitto's. The Nitto's is about a ½ inch wider when I measured it. So you are going to have a little bit narrower contact patch. I am getting about the same gas mileage with these, so it should be about the same resistance. Okay guys, let's go ahead and compare these tread patterns. So I'm going from the outer lug here to the outer lug on this side. That's about 10 1/4. And you come over here, these are mounted, so it's going to be a little different. But you're looking at about 9 5/8. So these are a bit narrower. That should help a little bit on road. It'll be determined whether or not it's going to help us off road any. Once you air these down, they are squishier. Like I said, they are a D-load, so we should get a little flatter tread pattern when they are aired down. So let's go ahead and we'll take a look at what it is on the vehicle. I've got these aired down to 30 psi, and they're about 35 1/8. These are brand new, so the 37 really is closer to 35. The 35 Nitto, when this was on the vehicle, when they're brand new, they were 34 inches. Now they're about 33 1/2. So we did gain almost 2 inches going up to this. We should get a little more ground clearance for the body. And then I'm interested to see how this tread pattern does off-road. So guys, I've had these on the vehicle for about 3 days now. I do really enjoy them. Like I said, I haven't really noticed a decrease in miles per gallon, probably because these are a little narrower. They are brand new, so they are still really quiet. They're maybe a tiny bit louder than the Nitto's, but I do really enjoy them so far. They do handle a little bit squishier in the corners. They are a little softer sidewall, so that's to be expected, and they are mud terrain. But so far, I'm pretty impressed with these. So guys, I am pretty happy with the BFG so far. One thing I did notice is they don't have a rim protector here. I noticed they do that on a lot of their tires. The Nitto's did have a nice raised edge that protected the lip of this rim. As you can see, we've beat it up quite a bit, so I'm not too worried about it. And we have a little bit more rubber here between the ground, so we should be a little higher up from obstacles. But let's go ahead and we'll get the computer recalibrated. I have the AEV recalibration tool, their snap tool. So we'll go ahead and show you guys how to do that real quick, and we'll get the shift points back on track for the 37. So guys, we're in the Jeep now. We're going to go ahead and recalibrate the Jeep's computer for the new tire size. This will fix shift points. It'll also change the speedometer and odometer, so you're not racking up miles weird. So what we're going to be using today is the AEV ProCal Snap. I did get this with my previous 2-inch AEV lift. So once you go ahead and wire this up, it's not too difficult. You do have to put a couple pins down in the OBD2 port and then run them over to the star connectors behind the dash. Once you got that hooked up, all you gotta do is pop this in and we can use the infotainment system to adjust our tire size. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright guys, now that we have the ProCal Snap in the OBD2 port, we're going to turn it to run without starting the vehicle, and then we're going to go to audio settings and then equalizer. So with the AEV ProCal Snap, you're going to use your bass, your mid, and your treble as the numerical factors for your tires. So what you want to do is set 35, and it was an eighth, so we'll do 35.1. So it goes bass, mid, treble. If you do have the larger screen, it'll be left to right. This one's just bottom to top. So now that we did that, we're going to head over, we're going to put our foot on the brake, and then we're going to hold the top set button for the cruise control for 3 seconds, and we should get 2 honks. Alright guys, so the reason that didn't work the first time I went back and looked, I did have a orange flashing light on the ProCal. So what I did was I unplugged it, and then what I did was I turned the ignition to run before plugging it in, plugged it in, and then it turned green. So once it's green, it's able to work. So let's go back to our settings. So we got bass at 3, mid at 5, and then treble at 1. So that'll be roughly 35 and an eighth. That should get our speedometer pretty close. So now we're going to come back over, put our foot on the brake, and we're going to hold the top cruise button, the set button, for 3 seconds. We should get a honk this time. Okay guys, now that it's honked twice, we know that it's gone ahead and saved our new tire size in the computer. If that's all you're doing, you can go ahead and turn the vehicle off and remove the tool. I do want to set the TPMS sensors. On this particular tool, you can set it between 30 and 50. I'm going to go ahead and go with the lowest setting at 30. That's what I'm currently running the tires at. And then you won't get the tire light until it's down to 75% of its value. Currently in the stock computer it's set at 36 psi, I believe, so now the light goes off every time I'm below 32-ish. So we're going to go ahead and set that real quick. Alright, now that the tire size is set, we're going to go ahead and do the TPMS. So what we want to do is come back to our audio settings. So you want to have this one at 0, the bass, since we are going from bottom to top. And then we're going to set this at 30 and not at 0. So that will be 30 is our PSI range for the TPMS sensors. So now you'll come back over, you put your foot on the brake, and now you're going to hit the left button on the cruise control. It's going to be the cancel button, and then we should get 2 honks again. So come to find out guys, I do have an older version of the ProCal Snap, so I don't have the ability to adjust the TPMS sensors like they say online that you can. That must be a newer function. I'll have to call them and see if we can go ahead and get that, because I would like to set that lower so we don't get the tire light. But if you do come in and look here, if you do have the radio off and you go to audio settings, on the dash here you'll see AEV ProCal, and then it's going to go through there. You saw our tire size 35.1. I previously had it set at 34. Get your axle ratios and your transfer case there. And then I don't see the option for TPMS, so that makes sense that I don't have it. Alright guys, so now that I got my tire size reprogrammed, my odometer and my speedometer will be accurate now. We can go ahead and turn the vehicle off, the ignition off. You can unplug that ProCal Snap, and then let's go ahead and finish up the video. Okay guys, that's going to do it for this quick video today. Just wanted to show you guys the new tires, the new BFGs, the 37s on the Frostbite JL. I'm looking forward to getting out and using these. We are going to go off-roading soon. So if you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down below. If you like the channel, go ahead and like and subscribe if you're not already. Go ahead and check out the links down below. They really help out the channel. Alright guys, happy trails.